Welcome to the dynamic learning hub of ExcelR at Andheri East. A prime spot conveniently located at just a 5-minute walk from LIC Andheri Metro. In our journey of over a decade, we have proudly trained over 2 lakh students. We have also been recognized by Deloitte, Silicon India, and other accreditation bodies. Experience learning like never before in our spacious and comfortable classrooms. With high-definition projectors and state-of-the-art acoustics in place, we ensure effective learning even to the farthest point in the room. The hybrid mode is a game changer as you can enjoy the benefits of a light classroom from the comfort of your home. Even if you happen to miss any classroom session, you can still attend the same session with the same trainer at the same time at your convenience, maintaining consistency in your learning progress. Want to get started? Join us for a demo or career chat over a cup of coffee at our Andheri branch. ExcelR. We don't just train, we build careers.
Yes, so the collaboration with ExcelR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives.
The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets.
So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if ExcelR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
It was a great course and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with ExcelR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank ExcelR for being a part of it.
I was very much interested in learning digital marketing course for a very long period of time, but I don't get a proper platform. So later for my college, I get to know about ExcelR and I enrolled in ExcelR course. It was really good experience. Our course has been taken by Mayur sir, and he was very good teacher. He not only focusing on theory part, he is doing how real digital marketing works, and it was in total very good experience. I get so much of knowledge. Here they not only focusing on study, they are also conducting different exam to test our knowledge, and as we are giving the exam, so to appreciate our work, they give certificates for the toppers, and along with the certificate they give hampers. Thank you, ExcelR.
Recently, I was searching for digital marketing courses online in Google, and I came across ExcelR, and I attended a digital marketing course which was for 15 days. My mentor Mayur helped me for attending these classes. So he is a very informative and helpful guy. In the course end, there is a exam which I topped, so I came to the ExcelR office in Bengaluru. This digital marketing course has helped my career and my skills to develop, and the certificate has helped my company to join. Thank you, ExcelR.
I came to know about this course from my college. Actually, for learning platform, this is very nice, and I learned from here ChatGPT and AI from online. Because it's teaching for me for AI generative and ChatGPT. We are using this technology in more. And after finishing the courses, I came for collecting the certificate. I seen the classrooms and faculties. Classroom is very nice. After the completion of exam, they will give gift and certificates. Thank you, ExcelR, for giving these courses. I learned a lot from this. I gained the more knowledge from here. And thank you for ExcelR for teaching us.
Hello guys, I'm Vikram Mahajan and I'm studying in Swami Vivekananda Institute of Technology College, and I came across a training program which was mobile app development using Flutter, which was given to us by ExcelR Solutions. I came across this program through my college faculty who told us about this program, that it is a very good course and you should enroll in this course. So I enrolled in this course, and initially I felt really good about this course because they started everything from a very basic point of view, that even if someone who doesn't know anything about Flutter or anything about mobile app development can also learn the same way the ones who know about it are learning. So no student was left behind and everyone was given equal attention. All the doubts throughout the course were cleared. And if we had any questions also, we were like, the trainer was also ready to stay for a longer time than it was scheduled, even for the sake of doubts. So that shows how important the students are to them. So it was a really good experience with ExcelR's program, and by the end of the training program, I was able to develop my own application. And through the development also there was another point. So our sir taught us about how we can connect our own mobile phone to our laptop and write code in our laptop, and you can see the output in your phone. It was really creative and interesting for me. I felt really good about that. So in the end, I developed my own mobile application. I showed it to my mother, I showed it to my friends. I felt really good about it. So I would really suggest ExcelR. I would recommend it to all my friends to take courses from here, as they focus on the children, focus on the students, and they focus on what's necessary, that is the students.
Good afternoon, dear faculty members. I hope you all doing well. So, as you all know, today is the last day of this particular program. Okay. So, related to certificate and all, I will let you know in the last 10 minutes. So, right now we'll start the session. Good afternoon, Satish sir.
Good afternoon, all. Thank you, Sushmita. It's also going through. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin for today what we have. Good afternoon once again, all the faculty members. Thank you for joining. Today, we will explore some of the AI/ML related services, which are also known as cognitive services in AWS. So when you navigate to AWS console, you will find this into machine learning, so many things. Overall, we call them as cognitive service. Cognitive is something where the thought process is being applied, attention is being paid. So the AWS services where they have grown into the next level to process the data. It could be voice, it could be text, it could be image, it could be video, or anything as such. We will understand a little bit about the pre-trained models, whatever we have, and how those things are helping us. We will understand the certification paths, and we will understand the Cloud9 IDE, Integrated Development Environment, whatever is it's available inside the AWS. So couple of services I picked up from AWS Cognitive Services. One is Rekognition, Poly, and Comprehend. So these are certain things which I picked up. There are many actually, but my intent is to give the overview so that you can further follow the same footprint to explore even better than what is being told here or explained here. And some of the Academy and AWS Educate programs for colleges I'll talk about, and some of the certification related details. What are the curriculums, how the questions would appear, how to prepare, and how to set up the lab environment using Cloud9. So these are certain things. Some of the hands-on demonstration I'll take you to Rekognition, and Cloud9, how to bring it to the individuals to do the cloud-based coding. And yeah, further to that, we can open for discussion. Introduction to AI/ML service. See, you might be having a lot of insight about what is AI/ML. So in ML, what we do a lot of data classification, data mining, data engineering, data related activities to make sure the data is brought to certain standards where it can be fed further to the models, or you can create the model out of those data. You need to put the right labels to each type of data. Say, for example, you have 10,000 files, which is mixed of PowerPoint presentation, Excel, Word file, and other things. You have to classify it So classification in terms of attaching the label to each document, whether this belongs to the students, whether this belongs to the professors, whether this belongs to a third party. First of all, classification has to happen, and whether it is something related to the which year topic, what topic, and which department, and what type of document it is, whether it's a user guide, whether it's a developer guide, whether it's a uh, FAQ document. So like that, we have to identify the available documents which are relevant, and we have to label them so that when you feed those files to the ML process, our machine learning process should be able to understand and be able to use them to create its own model. And once we have the model, using those models, we should be able to get the information whatever we are looking for. It's like you take a person and you make him through the training. Once he's done with the training, you start asking the question. It could be of anything. You are hiring a person and you are asking him to go all around the city, could be Bangalore. So once he completes visiting each and every street or area, he will be having a lot of knowledge about which city, which area, what type of area, geography, conditions, all those things. Then based on his knowledge, you start asking. So I want to open a new business and I want to set up the courier data collection points. Which area is more having business, where I can expect potential courier orders. So based on the data, whatever he has collected, which area is having more shops, which area is more residences. So accordingly, he will start giving you the responses. So this is what is model, and using the model, you are getting some artificial intelligence. So it will be able to understand your query and response. All these sounds very easy, but when you start working towards it, it has its own complexities. It has its own depth in that particular topic. So the effort of AWS is to make sure anybody who is not so well versed with this AI ML related thing, they should also be able to handle such kind of scenario. So one who would like to get the benefit of AI ML need not to have all those things like what is NLP, what is a different type of models are available. What are those things? Without knowing those things, the end user should be able to get the benefit. So that is what is the effort of AWS. So AWS offers pre-trained AI service. Pre-trained AI services means the services are already matured enough to identify the data, whatever you are providing. And custom ML models also it supports. Something you have a separate requirement, which is not falling into AWS services scope. That time you can use custom machine learning models for your support. All these modules or models are available for you to access through APIs. And you don't have to have an ML machine learning expertise. And the basic usage, I'll show you in some time. So if you understand how to use these services at a very high level, that should be more than enough. So some of the common categories what we have, you should be able to process the image, you should be able to process the video, you should be able to process the text, speech, all those things, including forecasting. So these certain things were already available, and it was little scattered, and it was not considered as AI ML related feature. If I remember, in the year 2015, and 16, I was working on one application called Densify. First of all, it was known as Sirba tool. So what it was doing, later on, it has become called Densify. While we were working also, it has become Sirba to Densify. The job of this application was, it was collecting a lot of system resource utilization, how much CPU is doing, how much memory is doing. So it used to collect every minute, couple of seconds, and it used to have its own repository. Upon having that data for certain amount of time, it used to give us a recommendation. The application is not using enough CPU memory. The application is underutilizing the resources. The application is having more resources than what it is required. So you can go ahead and release some of the CPU memory. So what is it? It's nothing but an analytical thing and forecasting thing, right? So these things were already available in our day-to-day life, but now that has become one of the feature, and people start using these features to get more and more benefits. So these AI/ML services are made in such a way that it is easy to integrate with other AWS services. Other AWS services means what? Simple notification service, simple storage service, EC2, VPC, all those things. So one of the enterprise use case, if I can see, a customer service company, it uses AI services for speech to text, and it uses underlying services to analyze the call, and it used to understand what is the sentiment, whether the customer is happy, whether the customer is angry, whether customer is sad, whether he is speaking with a lot of aggressiveness, submissiveness, all those things. The students can build machine learning powered web app using AWS Rekognition for image labeling. One moment. So by having the high level idea what these services are up to, the students can very much use these things to build their own projects, internships. AWS or Amazon Rekognition. So whenever you have any image or video and you have to analyze that particular file for various consumptions, some image you want to identify and you want to use it to capture the information. How many people are there? How many cars are there? How many buildings are there? How many animals are there? How many insects are there? So what is this image about? How many texts are there? If it is something related to the document, how many text, how many words, how many sentences are there? And yeah, recognition helps you detect the objects inside the image or video. It helps you identify the people, text, scenes, images through the images and videos. So it also helps you understand the analysis of the face, whether the person is happy, angry, sad, all those things. It helps you compare two images or documents. And it helps you moderation. If you want to use some enhancement of the document or that photo, you want to enhance, the image is blurred, you want to enhance it. So it helps you enhance those things. It helps you integrate, AWS helps you integrate recognition with S3 so that you can use all those photos which are stored in S3, and with the help of Lambda, you can further use those images to get through recognition for processing. Recognition helps you real-time, helps you do real-time and batch analysis both. Law enforcement agencies use recognition to scan the surveillance footage for known faces. So what law enforcement agencies have, they already have the people's image who are criminals, who are fugitives. So what they do, they can make sure the service is already aware of those guys who are on red alert, and they can use the surveillance system to filter those faces who can be potentially threat for that particular area. Okay. Users, our students, what they can do, they can upload the photo to S3. They can create a Lambda code to trigger recognition to display the labels of that particular photo. It can have car, tree, person, all those things. I will move to recognition and I'll just show you. Under the services machine learning, you can see recognition. So a recognition is having so many features. I'll take you through certain examples. Label detection. This is a sample image, and you can see it is clearly identifying this is a building, this is a car, this is a skateboard, this is the person, this is a car, all wheel, car, all this it is detecting. Right? This is the architecture, and it has building. It's a city, 100%, cityscape, urban area, metropolis, office buildings, water is there, waterfront, high-rise buildings, boat. There is a boat. I don't see any boat in this. Okay, I think this is the one. I'm not sure. I don't see any boat, but if it is the one, then it could be. I don't think so. It's a boat. Yeah, transportation, vehicle. So what? This is the confidence level of the model. What is this image all about? Let me upload my own image for this. I'll go to pictures. I have few pictures, and purple flower. Yeah. Here there is a person. It's a person. This is the urban area. Person is available. City, it's having path. Kiosks are there. Food vending kiosks. Couple of other images. I don't know. I have to put some good image. This is used for some other example. Both are man. Head is there. It's a person. It's a face. It's a photography, portrait, body part, like adult male. So it is identifying this image and helping you get the details of that image. Yeah, this is one image. Giraffe, zebra. This is bird. This is a bird. It's not cow though. It's a rhinoceros. But yeah, the image is not so clear. That's the other part. Could be an excuse, but the model is trained to identify these things. Whether it is an elephant or not, it is cow, 93%. So lion, it is more sure. Zebra, so it is even more sure, 99.22, whether it's a farm. So like that, it helps us identify each image. Okay, let's move to the next one. It is boat, bird, it's a building. Image properties. So once I upload any image, how does that looks like? You know, the photographer takes care of these parameters, right? How much brightness, sharpness, contrast, and what should be the values, which colors are used. If you want to increase the tone of the image, all those things, you can easily use this image properties thing. So contrast, how much sharpness, brightness, which color is used, how much percentage. Okay. So those things can be used in properties. Moderation. So if you want to blur something, if you want to enhance something accordingly. So when you visit some website, if it is having some objectionable content, it will give you a warning, right? Caution. Images are disturbing. It could be an accident. It could be some blood. So like that, you can blur the content and you can bring that moderation levels to detect. Facial analysis. You can see this is one face and you can see this is looking like a face. Yes, 99%. Age range, depending on the indexes, it will try to identify the age range, the gender, whether they are smiling, appears to be happy, wearing glasses, sunglasses, eyes are open. So these certain values. Let me upload another pic which I was using the last time. Actually, that example was for this service. So there are two faces, guys. One is appears to be male. Yeah. You see, this guy is not having much mustache and beard. So 99.7% he is male. But compared to the other person, 99%. So a couple of parameters, it's like how we identify. As soon as we see the person, we say whether he's boy or not, whether he's happy or not, whether he's angry, whether he's very aggressive, and all these things, like how we humans think, that's how we can get the result for those images. I don't think so. I have further images for the individuals. I think I have few. Jack Sparrow. Yeah. So you can see this is making certain indexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So with this indexing, it will try to identify the age and the emotion, whether it's happy, calm, sad, all those things. So it looks like a face, appears to be male, age range, and whether he's smiling or not smiling, appears to be calm, not wearing glasses. So These features were already available to you in your cell phone. May not be the facial analysis, but when you take a photo using Google Photos, you should be able to bring one individual's photo together. So you can identify the individual and you can create one folder which has all the photos of that person individually, specifically alone or with others. So this is about facial analysis. Face comparison. So how much similar both the faces are. Okay. So both of them are not equal. So when you bring them together, both of them are 99.99% similar. This is a little bit age old and it is more younger. So it's able to identify and tell 99.9 it is same. Face liveliness. This is something new. You can do it by enabling your camera, whether you're happy or need to be more happy. Celebrity recognition. If there are any celebrities who are already popular, you can upload their photo here and see. Let me upload one celebrity. This is Ram Taran Teja, 99.9. Chiranjeevi, 99.9. Johnny Depp. The name of the movie was Jack Sparrow. Yeah. They had one MS Dhoni, which every time it used to get confused. Yeah. It did not load. Okay, it is not the PNG or JPG, it seems. It is something else. I don't know. It could be something else. It is PNG. Let me see the final time, whether it is, yeah, it's loading. Mahendra Singh Dhoni. It does reasonably detect almost all the celebrities. So like that, you can very much use this text in the image. You see, this is one of the reasons why PPOs and KPOs are completely got out of the word nowadays, because you can use such tools to get the text extracted from the image and use it for various purposes, whatever you are expecting for your business requirement. This is a number plate. Best street food. I will use the same thing, street food photo. It has a lot of text. Hawaiian grill, Korean Hawaii, Thai food, Don Pedro. So these are all some brands. Whatever text we have in this entire image, it is detecting and it is providing the details. So you have some getting started guide, how to start using Rekognition and how to use custom labels, what are the different metrics, software development kits, developer resources, PPE detection. What is PPE detection? It is something like personal, there is something called as PPE. I forgot the name. EPE information is personal protective equipment. Personal protective equipment. Hand cover, face cover, head cover. Whether the users are using those. These things can be used in CCTV, used at the mines, used at a lot of research centers, conveyor belts, factories, and this jacket, whether they're using this jacket or not. So these are all safety measures. You don't have to make somebody to stand there to enforce people to check it. It can detect and it can send you the notification, or it can raise the alarm. You can also further go and have an automation to point him with the help of laser or something, right? So if you search for recognition, under the tutorials, you have 10 minutes of lab. Let me understand what it is. Yeah, this is just how to use the guide, how to use the service. That's a lab guide. I'll just put this into the chat. Okay, I can see Abhijit Malinath saying good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yes, I just saw the text in the chat. That is about recognition. Yesterday, I think Wednesday, I believe. Wednesday or Tuesday, I shown you Lambda, right? I uploaded image in one bucket, the other bucket got thumbnail. Similar to that, you can upload images in one bucket. You can call Amazon Rekognition in Lambda, and you can make Lambda to get the trigger from S3 bucket, and you can make the code to analyze that particular image, to do the facial analysis, to do the moderation, to do the celebrity recognition, all those things. We see one thing. This is not something I read or came across anywhere. I was thinking about it my own. We all use WhatsApp, and over the time we get a lot of photos. Some photos are very important. Some photos are relevant for the day. I'm not saying it is useful. Somebody's good morning message brings some smile and makes the day on others. Good morning messages are important, but when you have 10,000 files, photos in your WhatsApp, out of which you want to pick up around 500 to 600 useful images, which are shared by your family members, which are shared by your colleagues, which are shared by somebody special. So you should be able to identify those things. What are those? Good morning, good afternoon, happy Diwali, happy Ramzan. So you want to eliminate those wishes. You want to identify those things which are useful. You have gone to some outing, you have gone to some dinner or lunch. So you want to save those photos. So 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 photos from WhatsApp, if you download it from the mobile to your system, looking at the content itself, you'll feel like, okay, let me do it some other time. So, but if you have such tool, Rekognition, and if you just tell whatever you need, it will help you broadly categorize what type of photo it is, whether it's a wish, whether it's a snapshot of something, whether it's an individual having the known face, which you define inside Rekognition. So like that, you can make your life easy in such case. Poly, Amazon Poly. It's a text to speech service. It converts whatever you type into speech. Many of us wish when we travel, we are tired for the day. I'm traveling in my cab, office cab, from office to home. I wish I want to close the eyes, but I also have something to refer. It could be an email, it could be a PDF, it could be a scope document which is sent by the client. I cannot work in the cab. It's not so comfortable to work. But at the same time, I want to go through the document. The vehicle is shaky. So what I can do, I can upload the document to AWS Poly, Amazon Poly, and I can make it to speak for me. While I close my eyes and just listen to it, at least I'll get the high level view about the document, what they are talking about, what they are not talking about, what they are referring. All those things I can understand from the document. But once I go to home, whatever areas I was not clear, some ambiguity, which Poly doesn't add the right pauses and gaps in that statements, I can revisit those sections. And 60, 70, 80% of the things are done while I travel. I close my eyes, I take rest while I actively listen to the document, understand what they are up to, what should be my response, and then when I go it, I will complete the task. So this is one example. Poly is text to speech. A plain text can be converted into speech. Multiple languages are supported and multiple voice styles, male, female. You can save the speech as MP3. You type something, you get the MP3 out of it. So there are apps or assistive technologies. This Poly is very much useful for accessibility and voice interaction apps. Okay, somebody who's unable to read or speak, they can use it very effectively. E-learning platforms, if you get subscribed for e-learning platform like Udemy and other things, they also provide audio versions of the course content, which you can listen to them like a podcast for better learning. And the examples, students can generate their voices output from the class notes, and they can embed audio in the presentation if they are going through this. So let's understand Poly. I will go to Poly. Where is Poly? Amazon Poly. Here there is a sample text and there is a save button, listen button.
Hi, I'm Ruth. I can read any text for you. Test it out.
So this is a female voice. If you want to change it, you can change it.
Hi, I'm Matthew. I can read any text for you. Test it out.
Okay. Something just for testing it. We all find our roots.
After a Swim by Idris Shah. We are all limited by our habits. In this story, a cat and horse make a deal to cross a river together to enjoy juicy corn in a field on the other side. But the cat's idiotic habits cause trouble, and the horse must not only get them to safety but teach the cat a lesson. After a swim teaches children that if they are captive to their poor behavior and make excuses for themselves, no amount of ambition, innovation, or motivation will lead to success. The cat learns that lesson to its surprise and detriment in this funny, memorable tale.
Let me download this. Okay. I haven't explored that, Abhijit. Very nice question. You made me to think. That adding our own voice to this Amazon Poly could be a breach of certain things. These are not so. There should be some option if you go beyond certain limits. But at this moment, I don't have that visibility whether we can add our own voice to Poly or not. I don't have this player, that's why it is not playing. So let me go to this downloads and try to play it using some other player which is compatible at this moment.
In a field on the other side. But after a swim by Idris Shah, we are all limited by our habits. In this story, a cat and horse make a deal to cross a river together to enjoy juicy corn in a field on the other side. But the cat's idiotic habits cause trouble, and the horse must not only get them to safety but teach the cat a lesson. After a swim teaches children that if they are captive to their poor behavior and make excuses for themselves, no amount of ambition, innovation, or motivation will lead to success. The cat learns that lesson to its surprise and detriment in this funny, memorable tale.
Again, there are different engines, long form.
After a swim by Idris Shah. We are all limited by our habits. In this story,
You can feel the change in the tone and pitch. If I go to neutral,
after a swim by Idris Shah. We are all limited by our habits.
After a swim by Idris Shah.
so you can pay some you can dedicate some time and explore this.
After a swim by Idris Shah. We are all limited by our habits. In this story, a cat and horse make a deal to cross a river together to enjoy juicy corn in a field on the other side. But the cat's idiotic habits cause trouble, and the horse must not only get them to safety, but teach the cat a lesson. After a swim teaches children that if they are captive to their poor behavior and make excuses for themselves, no amount of ambition, innovation, or motivation will lead to success. The cat learns that lesson to its surprise and detriment in this funny, memorable tale.
Yeah. That is something Amazon Poly is capable of doing. You can change the quality of the MP3, and if you want different format, you can download it in different format. And yeah, so that's about Poly. You can switch your text into the speech, and that would help you convert into MP3 downloadable file. You can share it with somebody. Let's move to the next one, Amazon Comprehend, which is one of the natural language processing capability or service. It's a natural language processing service that underlying it uses machine learning to extract insights from the text, such as sentiments, key phrases, languages, and other entities like people, place, and dates. NLP is mainly used to extract key phrases, which sentiment they are, whether they are angry, whether they are happy, whether they're feeling wow, wow factor. So they are feeling exclamation like surprise, the language, it can identify the language and different entities. For example, it is using for text classification, topic modeling, and also feedback analysis. It works with unstructured data, customer reviews, emails, and all those things. You can go and start using this with pay-as-you-go pricing. For example, you have a product-based company. You are selling the product on various platforms like Flipkart, Amazon, all those, Myntra, Meesho, all those things. There are a lot of concerns which are being raised. Out of those concerns, one person is really crazy and he may go to legal processing for your service. So out of thousands of email, you want to identify those emails which are quite not happy with your service. So your intent is to make sure you address the more burning case for the first, and then pick up other things which are kind of saying thanks to you, saying appreciation to you. So you can reply to appreciation after 5 days. But if you are not replying to the people who are not happy, kind of frustrated, so their frustration will become more in the waiting state. So you can use this comprehend to identify the sentiment of that email or review, and you can highlight it to your employees to take care of that particular case. That particular case you can take care. I think let's go and use comprehend, Amazon comprehend. Okay, before this, I wanted to show you one more thing. When you use this Amazon Poly, there is an option to type the text in such a way that there is one more thing called SSML, markup language. So I have one example here. I'm asking him to speak, and this is speak end, and I'm asking him to give 500 milliseconds gap, and I'm asking him to increase the emphasize. Okay, let's modify this. Let's listen to this. Input text contains invalid SSML. Fix SSML syntax and try again. Okay. This is the text. I think I copied it here like this. Let me do it. Again, it has error. Okay. Still having an error.
Hi, I'm Ruth. I can read any text for you. Test it out.
I think I'm using this speak, emphasize, start and close, break time, and yeah, it's good. It is not having any syntax issue. Break time is 500 milliseconds. Okay, this seems to be something. I'm just trying to refresh because this is much used one. SSML. Okay. Control C. Anirudh. Break time is equal to 500 ms.
Hi, I'm Ruth. I can read any text for you. Test it out.
5000 milliseconds.
Hi, I'm Ruth. I can read any text for you. Test it out.
Okay. Looks like this is where I have some challenge. It's okay. Let's move on. So I wanted to tell you something. There's something called as SSML, which is again markup language. You can increase the intensity of certain words by adding this break time, emphasis level, all those things you can add, and you can make it appear slow or strong, all those things. Okay. So let me go to AWS Comprehend. Comprehend, as I said, it's one of the natural language processing and text analytic tools. So let's go ahead and do some analysis. So here I'm trying to analyze this. Okay, now this is an email. He is John, and he's writing to Zhang Wei, and he's writing to his Zhang Wei's organization with his credit card number and some payment and the due date, all those things. So these all underlying parameters are personal information. This is something has to be protected. Okay, now Zingwei is a person, John is a person, and this is an organization, other. This is the quantity, amount of money, date, other, all these details. So if I go back to key phrases, what are used with the confidence? Language, 99% it is English. Personal identification information, PII. So what are those PIIs? These are all highlighted here. Sentiment, it's a neutral sentiment. Confidence is 23%. He is positive, optimistic. He is not negative about it. And he's telling, I enjoyed spa, it was very comfortable. So it is trying to understand the sentiment of that person. Let me see what this says. The neutral is confidence, positive is 99%, negative. The new Galaxy View tablet is fantastic. The screen quality is sharp, the battery lasts all day, and the camera is perfect for video calls, and highly recommend to anyone to productivity this device. So here's positive. There's no second thought about it. So let me give you one more example. I ordered a smart home speaker from Tech Hub, and it is arrived damaged. The package was poor, customer support was not helpful at all, and I want a refund. So this is 99% negative. And you want such things to be immediately paid attention so that you can bring the person to at least neutral and then make him happy by getting his refund or by getting the different good product. But if you don't respond after 2 days, he may file a case against you. So out of thousands of emails, because of some reason, if it is not being taken care, it could go beyond certain limit and uncontrollable. The delivery for order number so and so was completed on so and so date. The customer signed from the package at so here it's neutral. There's no any either aggressiveness or angry and all those things. The hotel room was spacious and the staff were friendly, but the check-in process took long and the elevator was not working. So this is mixed. Certain things they are appreciating, certain things they are not happy. So this is mixed feeling. So they want to appreciate, at the same time they want to raise concern, like by sounding like a complaint. Dear Ahmed, your tax ID is so and so linked with business account so and so. Please contact so and so. So this is something neutral. They are either not happy or not sad, all those things. So like this, you can identify, you can route all your emails through this service and understand where the attention should be given. Neutral, positive. Okay. Then I think this is comprehend. You can create jobs, analysis jobs. You can put all your emails as PDFs or text in the S3 bucket with some labels so that once the file is analyzed, you should get that information highlighted in another service where you have to pay attention to dose of the fire which is getting. burnt. Okay, you can see application integrations using API. You can access this service, all those things. So that is comprehend. One of the use case, retail brand, they used to analyze thousands of customer reviews to identify recurring complaints. If it is a genuine issue, they will start focusing on enhancing the product to address those issues. So one of the example, you can analyze product review from CSV using comprehend to extract the common keywords to understand the sentiment of the people towards your product or service. Some of the cognitive services we saw, comprehend, poly, and Rekognition. What are the other things? Let me see. Just give me one moment. Machine learning. Code Guru, one who is a developer, they can use this Code Guru to check the application deployment using CI/CD. DevOps Guru, it will help you make sure your infrastructure building, pipeline, compilation, build activity goes fine. Kendra, Lex, build voice and text chatbots. Nowadays, any website you go, you have this chatbot everywhere, right? So it makes them address their concerns at the initial level. Textract can extract the text from the image. Transcribe, speech recognition. As you speak, it will start putting the text onto the cell phone. Translate, we are all already using it in Google Translate and other things. Amazon Q, yesterday I shown you what is Amazon Q. It has all the AWS proprietary documentation, which helps you get your questions addressed. So those are some cognitive services we have. Okay. So next, what we have, let's see. Amazon Cloud9. I have an application called Code, Visual Studio Code. So this is one such application which we use it to develop the application. So this is our Microsoft Studio Code, using which I develop the application. Okay, I do a lot of coding here. I identify the challenges, and I'll also open my terminal to run those commands for this code and various other things. Oh my God. I thought only shell will get restart, but the entire application is getting restart. So IDE, where you have come across the word IDE, we all used Lambda, right? While using the Lambda, you came across the word IDE, Integrated Development Environment. Looks like it is gone for a long time. Code. When you went to this Lambda, under the code, you have this IDE environment where you can write the code, manage the files, all those things. This is your IDE inside the Lambda. The challenges to use the IDE is, first of all, IDE takes a lot of resources in terms of CPU memory. And then if I'm using one machine A, one laptop, and if I'm using somewhere, I'm going somewhere, I have to carry my laptop because it has my development environment. Without that, I cannot do much. So a lot of dependencies we carry across by using Amazon Cloud9. It's a cloud-based IDE development environment. It's a web-based IDE with pre-installed tools like Python, Node.js, Amazon command line interface. All these are environments. It supports real-time collaboration and shares coding. You can directly have a terminal access with AWS resources. So it is very much ideal for teaching and project-based learning environments. At a very high level, if you are doing any MVP, POC, so at those skins, this Cloud9 works very well. So remote development teams, if there is one environment, multiple people are working on it, we can use Cloud9, which uses AWS resources to share the code, refer the code, store the code, all those things. So people use it to write tests at the same cloud environment without any local setup. You don't have to set up anything locally on your system. One of the example, everybody can have their own Cloud9 workspace. They can do build, run, debug, and various things they can do, either for .NET, Python, all those things. Okay, this account does not have access to Cloud9 service. Let me quickly switch to another account of mine. Just one moment. While I log out and log in, let me also check if there are any queries on the chat. Renu is asking for attendance. Ishwari, can we use screen reader like Java and NVDA for such type? Ishwari, the thing is, there is something called as transcribe, image to text. That is what we can use to read the text from the image or from the document. Screen readers like JAWS and NVDA. Yeah, there are services. One moment. Cloud9, maybe they might have moved it to the paid attention or paid version. Yeah, my code is started. I need to enter the multi-factor authentication for my account. Okay. 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 So I think I have one environment for Elastic Container Services. So open in Cloud9. Enable to access your. Let me create one environment. I'll leave this. I'll create a new one. it needs one underlying computer to run, and the size of that should be 1 GB, 1 RAM, or depending on what you do. If you are doing a very huge application development, underlying CPU memory should be more, or the smaller one, all those things. Underlying operating system, what it should have, and network settings, all these things. Let me create one. Whatever I have locally installed Microsoft Studio Code, okay, I won't do this now. Okay, so similarly, we have AWS Cloud9 to have our integrated development environment. You can install some extensions, whatever you need. Okay, it's loading all these things. File. Open. If you have to bring it from somewhere else, you need to import. Let me upload some Terraform files. Desktop, Terraform. Okay, this is the file. I brought it here. This is my code. I want to start AWS. Okay, so you can use this code to write and run that code. Okay, I think it's not available. Let me install. Install Terraform, package manager, Linux. I have a document, but I just wanted to navigate through the documentation so that you can also refer it. This is Amazon Linux. Let me do this. This is the code I'm trying to execute, guys. I may need one details, which is like username password to run my code in AWS. Terraform provider with access keys. Okay. Provider AWS. This is a small code which I was trying to refer. I just put it here and use it as a reference. So I'm using AWS region. These are the parameters I'm trying to copy to this. I let go of this. My region is US East 1. My AMI ID, I have to pick up this. I don't know. Let me run this. If it fails, I'll correct it. Terraform validate. Here I need to save the file because it is showing the dot. That means it is not saved. If I save, it becomes XMARC. If there is a small change, it appears like this. Control S will save it. You see? I'm pressing Control S now, it becomes green. So Terraform is valid. Terraform init. I'm trying to check whether I'm able to run this code or not. Terraform init is done. So what it does, it in the US East region, using my access key. What is my access key? This is the key. Control V. My secret access key. Okay. It starts one EC2 instance, one virtual machine, 5 machines it starts with T2 micro and AMI ID. Let's see. API error token ID. Provider AWS. Okay. Let me check the code in my document. Just one moment. Terraform encountered by generating this plan. Provider is AWS, open versus US East 1. This is closing the braces. Looks good. I'm trying to put the credentials in the system itself rather than copying it here. Control save. Let me run this command again. Let me replace this, guys. The key name. What's my key name? I will get it from here. So with the help of this, I also wanted to show you what is the significance of Terraform in today's world. Yesterday, we saw CloudFormation. Along with CloudFormation, I wanted to show you this as well. Looks like it is going through now. The state file is created. Okay. So I'll show you my US East 1. Right now, there is only Cloud9 running and there is no other machine running. So as soon as I run this command, I should be able to Terraform apply auto approve. I should be able to have this 5 machines created. Invalid AMI ID. Expected this. Instances. Northern Virginia. The operating system which I was trying to refer was not valid. So I have come to this. I will copy this now. Northern Virginia. And I'll update my script. Save and run. So I'll come back to this and I'll see there are no any images right now. As soon as I execute it, it will start creating. Within 15 seconds, it will get created. Okay, this is another challenge. These are some dependencies which should earlier I was using Mumbai. Now I replaced it with Northern Virginia. This time it should go, not a challenge. You see, 5 machines are getting added. So coming back to Northern Virginia, if I go to instances, I should be able to see 5 machines are getting created. You see, it is all having T2 micro. Creation complete after 15 seconds. It's 20 seconds. So 3 machines created within 15 seconds. And 2 more are creating. It is done. See, now I want to change the size T2 micro to T3 medium. Save. How much time it will take for me to manually do it? It may take, because I have to stop the machine, I have to change it and I have to start it. It may take 2 minutes. But here, if I apply it, it will do it for me within 40 seconds. So refreshing the state. First, it is refreshing the state means it is understanding what is happening. So it is modifying now. You see, all are T2 micro. The moment I refresh, it is stopping all the system. You can see it is still T2 micro. You can see T3 medium. One machine is still stopping. See, this is also T3 medium. So all of them are done within 40 seconds, as I was telling, 40 seconds. Okay, now I want to delete all of them. This IDE is web-based IDE, straight out of the cloud. Now, I don't have to carry my laptop. I may use any machine just to log into my AWS and start working on the development work which I'm doing. So it is destroying all the 5 machines. It is terminating all the machines. You can see shut down. As soon as it is shut down, it will get deleted, terminated. Maybe it's doing it now. 40 seconds. Yeah, destruction complete after 42 seconds. So terminated. It's terminated. This will happen also. Yeah. So this is IDE. With the help of IDE, you can do your development, various other activities. You can install some extensions and many things you can do. And you'll be free from individual machine. Stick to, and you can make sure this development carried out anywhere where you go around. Okay, moving to certification path. Before this, let me do a small cleanup. I will switch to Mumbai and I will terminate that AWS Cloud9 console, which I started. Okay. Yeah. Certification path. For any knowledge you gain, certification becomes one of the entry point for anybody to go and ask for opportunity. Cloud practitioner is something which is very relevant for non-technical students, which are from the non-technical background like BA, BCom, and all such areas. So here it is being taught foundational, what is CPU, what is memory, what is service, what is storage, all those things. If you're quite good in terms of operating system, technology, and all those things, then I would recommend you to start with Solution Architect Associate. This is usually considered as industry start ready certification. So if you are moving towards AWS Cloud, Solution Architect Associate will help you get main idea around around 8 to 10 core services. What is compute? What is network? What is storage? What is database? What is identity and access management? Serverless application services. Whatever I covered in 10 hours, this will be deep dive for 40 hours. And we have, if you want to be a developer, you have developer associate course. All these questions are multi-choice question based, scenario based questions. And you'll get very good recognition in the market. You'll carry the credibility, career boost. In order to get your resume shortlisted for any opportunity, if you have the certification, it becomes easy for the employers to pick your resume because it carries more weightage compared to the traditional degrees. One industry standard degree or certification carries a lot of weightage. So AWS certification. So this is where you can understand each certification related details. Cloud practitioner I was talking about. Solution architect associate I was talking about. And they have introduced AI practitioner also as one of the foundational certification. So if you want to move towards machine learning, you can pick up this. If you want to be a developer, this is what. If you want to be an operations guy, sysops. If you want to work towards data related opportunities, data engineer. Professional services, professional certification, solution architect professional, solution architect associate and professional in the same stream. DevOps needs either associate or developer as a prerequisite. You can become DevOps engineer. Apart from this, there are specialty trainings. Like if you want to focus towards security, if you want to focus towards networking, machine learning, accordingly, specialty certifications are there. For any such certification, if you want to get more details, just click on this learn more and you will come to know what is this certification all about. 90 minutes certification, 65 questions, cost is around $100. You can either take the exam on your own or you can go to any test center. So it is offered in so many languages, how to prepare for the exam and how to review the exam guide, all those things you can see. So these are some exam guides and cloud practitioner related documents. You can go through this. Certain things need subscription. Certain things are free. Learning plan, cloud practitioner. So this is the exam outline. Some trainings which are being offered by AWS, which you can complete. Certain things need certification. Certain things doesn't need any certification, any subscription. You can go for free. And yeah, to whom it is intended, all those things. Okay. That is something about certification. I strongly encourage all BE students to go with Solution Architect Associate if they are not able to pay much attention towards or devote more time towards it. Then cloud practitioner is a good to start, because when you go to the industry, they need you to be equipped with the knowledge of cloud. So that's where it is. AWS Educate and AWS Academy. So AWS Educate gives free access to a lot of credits, labs, and learning pathways for students and educators like faculties. So Academy is ready to teach curriculum with hands-on labs to instructor resource. For AWS Educate, the minimum student age should be 13 years. Educate is mainly for self-learners, beginners in the cloud computing. So foundational cloud learnings, students, early learners. Okay, some self-paced learnings are there, career pathways, cloud support, DevOps engineer, all those things. So certain regions, it allows sandbox without needing a credit card or such. You will also be able to earn the badge if you are able to conclude or close certain certifications. So you'll also get some broad access to jobs in some countries, like internships and entry-level cloud jobs and all those things. Academy is something higher level education institutions. That's where colleges and universities can focus on academy, especially faculty members and enrolled students through the institutions. So the whole purpose for this academy is to okay, sorry, I got something on my desk. So the whole purpose of this academy is to integrate AWS certified curriculum into colleges and university programs through the trained instructors, AWS trained instructors. So I'm one of the trained instructor, certified instructor from 2023. So Academy provides ready to teach curriculum aligned with AWS certifications like practitioner and architect. Cloud-based labs are available. So cloud-based labs, customized labs are available, and learner lab and hands-on experience in safe environment. Faculty training and certification support is available in Academy. Students can easily earn digital badges and they can prepare for AWS certification exams. There are courses which are often run on semester or few weeks as a part of formal education. So the requirement is institutions must apply to be approved. Only enrolled students or nominated students from the institutions are gaining the access to the resources or trained faculties, all those things. So it includes courseware for various tracks for computer science, IT, data science courses. So universities can make use of AWS Academy into cloud computing electives with assessments and labs. Faculty can sign up AWS Academy and they use pre-built LMS modules for their individual semester level curriculums. Okay, there are a lot of questions coming in. I think let me go for one more slide. I think that's all I have for today. So let me go through the questions which we have. Main chat. Okay, attendance. We missed the audience link. Please post it again 5 days. I have attendance in the meeting. Okay. I posted attendance and feedback for 4 days. Kindly post the link. Okay. Could you please send the feedback? Okay. So most of the questions are related to attendance and other things, and I will leave it to the coordinators. If any technical questions are there, whatever we covered so far today and whatever we covered for last 4 days, if you have any queries, feel free to put those questions here. I'll be happy to take that up, and I'll be happy to bring the solution for you and make you comfort towards that particular topic. That's all I have for today. I'm open for any questions or any feedbacks as such. Thank you very much for your participation. Reach out to our extended team in ExcelR for any such more information or customized requirement and further FTP topics or anything in terms of learning. So we'll be happy to get you those things. Thank you, Malinath. Is there any higher course than this which is paid or free suggested for? See, I suggest 2 things: Cloud Practitioner Essentials, AWS CPE. This is one thing I suggest. And the industry carries a lot of value around AWS SA03 Solution Architect Associate. This particular course is more valued in the market. Thank you, Abhijit. Thanks for your nice words. Yeah, Pooja, Cloud Certified Cloud Partitioner is something which you can start focusing. Free courses are available. If you can go to AWS Educate, you can explore those free courses. Thank you, Tracy. Thanks for your kind words. It makes my day. Thank you. There is something called as Skill Builder. You can also explore this. Let me share the link. There are a lot of courses available. Certain things are needing your subscription. Certain things need not to have some subscription. You can explore this as well. If you want to explore further more in serious terms, check with either Amar or Sushmita. They should be able to set up a call separately with me. Even though if I'm not aware, I will check with AWS through my channel and I'll let you know, or ExcelR people can let you know. Certificate for this session you would be getting based on your participation from the Nitya or Sushmita who are currently coordinating this course.
Yeah,
Sushmita,
sure,
there?
sir. Yeah, I'm there.
Yes.
If you are done with your questions, sir, if we can just wind
Yeah.
up. Related to certificate and all, I'll let them know. So
Sure.
do you have any questions to be addressed related to subject or related to topic?
No, I think the questions are done. A couple of questions were there which I have picked up and responded.
That's
If
good.
there are any further questions, stay back 5 minutes more.
Yeah, so students, sorry, faculty members, we will wait for 2 to 3 minutes. If any questions, you can just ask for the sir. He will reply on that.
Cloud9 ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಎಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾ? ಒಂದು Cloud9 ಸೆಷನ್ ರನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು.
So, sir, any questions to be addressed, sir? Or you don't have any questions?
Yeah, I think I'm done. I don't have
Okay.
any questions. I'm not getting any questions further.
Okay, then fine, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I hope this complete 5 days was very helpful for the faculty members. It was very informative session. Thank you so much. We'll meet again in other FDP or SDP sessions. So, yeah, thank you so much for your valuable classes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Sushmita. Thank you all the coordinators and thank you all the faculty members for your participation. I'm really feeling good to be a part of this session. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, so dear faculty members, I know you all have a query related to certificates. I'll definitely let you know. And related to attendance, which attendance link which I have already shared in the chat, kindly mark your attendance. And one more main important thing, in the first day also we already informed, 60% of attendance is very mandatory to get the certificate. If you secured 60% or above 60% of attendance, then only you will receive the certificates. The certificate we will be issuing for your registered mail ID within 10 to 15 days. I request you all to wait for at least for 10 days. Within that, we will issue the certificate. Okay, related to LMS, which we have already uploaded the recordings, all the complete 5 days of recordings from day 1 to day 2. So kindly watch the recordings in the LMS. And related to materials, the materials also being be uploaded by today or tomorrow. You can access the materials as well. Okay, I'll just open the questions. If any questions, you can just ask me. I'll just answer it for all those. And some are asking for like day 1, day 2 attendance. As I already informed, attendance link will be active only till 5:30. So it is already closed. This is the previous day's attendance link. So I'm not able to share that. Please don't ask for the attendance link. Any other questions or queries? Please post it on a chat. I'll just take over. Okay, I will repeat related to certificate. If you secured above 60% of attendance, definitely you will get the certificate for your register mail ID within 10 to 15 days. Okay. There will be no link Anushka ma'am was asking, is there any link for the certificate? No, there will be no links. For your mail ID, we will share the certificate. Any other questions? This is the last day. This the faculty development program is for 5 days. So today is the last day. If you wanted to join the next FDP program, which is starting from 28th of July, you can start. You can join for that. I'll be sharing the registration link on the chat. You can join for that particular. You can just register. Yeah, there is one more program which is starting from 28th. The topic will be on data analytics using Power BI. I've just shared the registration link on the chat. If you are interested, you can register over there. Any other questions? Okay, there are no questions to be addressed. Seems that there is no questions to be asked. Okay, thank you all. Thank you for joining all this for 5 days. So we'll meet again in different or upcoming FTP programs. Thank you all for joining. Have a great day. Thank you all. And one more thing, if you guys have any query related to certificate or any related to the topics, not about the topics, any related to the ExcelR, you can drop a mail to edl@excelr.com. I'm just pinging the EDL mail ID on the chat. It is edl@excelr.com. If any query or any issues related to certificate or any you wanted to know about the program which we are conducting in ExcelR, you can drop a mail to edl@excelr.com. I have just dropped a mail ID on the chat. How to get the materials, ma'am? Yeah, the materials we will be uploading in LMS. You can find over there. Okay, thank you all. We'll meet in a different program. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.